Hello, back with today's word of hope. Um, I was actually going to do today's one as no hope. Um, I know it's quite a realistic thing with a lot of artists, a lot of people struggling through this year, um, and it is a very realistic thing of continuing to be an artist at the same time as trying to make money. Um, you know, usually for an artist to make a certain amount of money every month is quite difficult. In some cases, it's very difficult. Um, in the same way that you could work in a sweet shop and make more money, probably. Um, so, hope is a very important word and a very strong word for artist people in any sense. A lot of my friends as musicians struggled this year also with the COVID and with being able to perform in front of people. So it's been a very, very strong, very, very difficult year for everybody on the art field. Um, so the other thing is that I've had a question about mistakes. What do I do about mistakes? Um, go through them. Most of the time, I just work through it. I basically, if I've made a mistake, I try to think about how to work around that mistake as I'm doing the drawing. If it's savable, move ahead and work around it. If not, start again. Just it's a piece of paper, it's some ink. You can draw it again. Um, I learned that when I was a young boy and I was working at Disney. I started working at Disney when I was 17, and I would, I'd be sitting there drawing day after day after day, and you pick up a huge big pile of like 300 drawings and you take it over to your kind of director or and they would just sit there and look through your animation, look through your drawings, and just be, they'd be kind of pulling out drawings. They'd kind of pull out a drawing and they'd say, "Well, this is wrong," and you haven't done that, and well, this is not right. And then they would just throw it on the side. And when you're going through drawing after drawing, saying, "Well, that's because you've made that wrong," then this drawing, this drawing, this drawing, this drawing, this drawing's all wrong, and they would just throw them, and it was just like throw, 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 and by the end of it, you've got a huge chunk of your work is just thrown on the side. It's like it's not right. It does not work. It doesn't work. You don't need it. And at the beginning, I would be kind of like, well, can I have the drawings back? And it's just they don't work. It's rubbish. And those early years of being very, very hard about being perfect and drawing something perfect showed me how if a drawing's not right and you're not happy with it, why keep it? So try and get into a habit also about drawing something, and if it isn't working and it doesn't work and you've done it wrong, throw it away. Start again. It's a drawing. It's just paper. It's just pencil, just ink. Just do it again. Enjoy it the second time round. Second time round, you already know what half the drawing is anyway, so um, it'll look better. Um, Again, I've had quite a few people asking me about my way of kind of free drawing without any underworkings. I'll do another little video and try and explain a little bit more about how it works. It's kind of like um, getting used to form, getting used to shapes. Once you know a shape, you don't need to put down a light drawing to explain it, you know? I think sometimes if you put down, if you're drawing a circle, if you're drawing down a light pencil and you've already drawn the circle, that explains to yourself, to your own way as an artist, that you know how to draw a circle. So you should be able to draw a circle in ink. Once you start to get to that stage of knowing what you're doing and you've already thought it all through, it should really be a way of adding ink to form. It shouldn't be anything that's um, too much working out. Um, I I do also have a notebook, and when I'm planning out a drawing, if I think, well, the hand is holding a sword, how do I want that hand? Then I might do a little sketch on the side. I might work out how the fingers are, what their angle I want, what direction do I want, and that kind of pre-plans what I want. But it also makes me work out any problems before I put it down on ink. So once I put it down on ink, 90% of it's already worked out and planned out. I also find that if you've already drawn it all out and then you're inking on top, sometimes it can kind of look very stale and very bland sometimes. You don't have to go as crazy as lines as what I do, but you can put a little bit more life into a drawing. If you don't draw on top of your pencil absolutely perfect, it still has a lot of life to it. It still has a lot of energy to it. So I'll try and explain that a little bit more. Maybe I'll do a little video of explaining how to work from form, from shapes, into a more complex drawing. It's not as complicated as it sounds. It's basically simplifying every drawing that you're going to do into simple shapes and simple form. It'll relax your mind when you're drawing. It will really relax you down that it's not such a complex thing that you're going to do. Okay, I hope that helps. Any more questions, fire me on and I'll try and talk you through. All right, talk to you soon.